Shadowblade, Chase, BKB, wants to kill off 2-mail with 2-mail, very sweet on that ledge. He doesn't care, the rest of his team is fine, he's farming up RQ.
Yeah, Smelly pop that Bloodstone for ultimate safety here. So they do defend enough, at least past the Absol death, so to be able to come back, but some costly buybacks down the check and the Tiny one step closer to just being able to close this game with a single kill now from EG.
And Wraith King realizes I need a big item. Doesn't matter if I have buyback. I've got my ulti, and he is going to go for the full on. Couple of minutes, it felt like.
Yeah, EG, they stood the test of time versus that secret lineup. Able to get themselves over the hump of that early game. Nisha was looking terrible.
Bad. Even the worst ones, you make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. When you say you love the way I make you feel, everything becomes so real. Don't be scared, no, don't be scared, 'cause you're all I need. And you still look perfect as days go by. Even the worst ones, you make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. 'Cause when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. All my life I thought it'd be hard to find the one till I found you. And I find it bittersweet, 'cause you gave me something to lose. But when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do.
Eat, sleep, and trade. Eat, sleep, and trade. Eat, sleep, and trade, baby. That's what I...
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. And there goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding, and I need you now. And if I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna find no climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. 'Cause I need you to see that you are the reason. Umuwi lang, tila bang lahat nagbago na. Nawalan na ng sigla ang iyong mga mata. Ngayon ko lang naramdaman ang lamig ng gabi. Kahit na magdamag na tayong magkatabi. Bakit ka nag-iba? Meron na bang iba? Sana sinabi mo para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo hahayaan naman kitang sumaya at umalis. Sana sinabi mo para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo hahayaan naman kitang umalis. Umalis. Binibilang ang hakbang hanggang wala ka na. Nagbabaka sakaling lilingon ka pa. Hindi na ba mababalik ang mga sandali, mga panahong may lalim pa ang iyong ngiti? Bakit ka nag-iba? Meron na bang iba? Sana sinabi mo para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo hahayaan naman kitang sumaya at umalis. Sana sinabi mo para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo hahayaan naman kita. Sana sinabi mo para ang mga ayaw mo'y aking iibahin. Di ba sinabi mo basta tayong dalawa'y
masaya ang mundong mabait. Diba sinabi ko, gagawin kong lahat upang tayo pa rin sa huli. Biglang nalaman ko, may hinihintay ka lang palang bumalik. Sana sinabi mo, dahil di ko maisip ano bang nagawa kong mali. Sana sinabi mo, para di na umibig ang puso ko muli. Sana sinabi mo, para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo, hahayaan naman kita. Sana sinabi mo, para di na umasang may tayo pa sa uli. Sana sinabi mo.
Ako'y sa'yo, ikaw ay akin. Ganda mo sa paningin. Ako ngayon'y nag-iisa. Sana ay tabihan na. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan, ayokong mabuhay ng malungkot. Ikaw ang nagpapasaya at makakasama hanggang sa pagtanda. Halina tayo'y humiga. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw. wanna be alone tonight. It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things you do. So I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Can you fight the fight? I need somebody who can take control. I know exactly what I need to do.
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Because anytime you have a hero that's going this Midas and this Radiance, these are two items that don't really contribute to your hero's strength until later, and you kind of want to sit back and wait for these timings that I'm not sure like Ench and Chen really kind of fit that same lineup.
Yeah. Wraith King can snowball in terms of pushing towers with his skeletons, but that game they had Sven, they had ET, they had Leshrac, they had so many ways of just easily, naturally killing the skeletons.
Secret bans Chen and Enchantress here, but there's gonna be no Ench this game, so they don't want to try and beat EG's Chen, and they're also not gonna look for it themselves. This game is EG's now on first pick, and Secret is on second.
So seeing some of these bans coming out, what would you like to see change for Team Secret?
I think the ET ban was really important. I think that enabled the Leshrac a lot, and also their entire draft as a whole. The overall team fight control and magic damage amp that they played off of last game, especially in the mid game on EG.
Here comes Shadow Demon, I think. Elder Titan's out of the pool. I think it's a great overall first pick. The hero is so hot on the meta right now. He's got defensive and offensive tools. He seems like he counters every carry.
Whenever I'm forced to pick my hero after a Shadow Demon's been picked, sometimes, people will say, wow, spin into Shadow Demon, lol. I'm like, what do you want me to pick? Well, it all sucks. You either get disrupted for your illusions, or you're like a melee kiteable hero that gets purged. Nothing feels great.
Oh, yes, the Yapsor, potentially the Yapsor 4-position Invoker. It's nice. He doesn't really care that much about Shadow Demon. We were talking about maybe carries that are good versus Shadow Demon. I think Gyrocopter is pretty good, also a pretty flavorful flavor of the tournament second pick hero. They might be able to pick him on the 15-17 slots here in the second phase. Leshrac is also potentially good. These are heroes that don't necessarily mind if they get purged, because they can just stand there and just shoot out tons of damage. But it's the Shadow Demon is he's still kind of good against these heroes. It's tough. And wow, there's the Lesh, and this is a first pick Leshrac, which means EG will not see their mid matchup for this hero, but like we saw in the first game, they don't care. They're just going to make these rotations, enable Sumail on this Leshrac, and Team Secret's going to have to come up with something else. That being said, I think Invoker could actually be a mid lane hero against Leshrac.
Yeah, you said that with the ET first ban that you like the Shadow Demon first pick, and what I highlight about Shadow Demon is you don't want to pick heavy committal heroes, because he just gets disrupted if you go on with the targets. So the heroes I like to see against Shadow Demon are ones that poke from long range, but also ones that kind of use the disruption as almost an alley-oop for the opponent's stuns or AoE lock. Like, once he comes out of the disruption, something's going to hit him. And heroes like Shaker and Invoker, as well as the ET that was banned, do fit that description. And like you said, just because it's first rounded, if they don't necessarily make the Invoker's game hard to play, they could just put a mid.
Definitely. I mean, it's an Earthshaker. These are kind of also, they're two Yapsor heroes. They're also two mid one heroes, and Zai also plays the Shaker, so they're kind of keeping it open.
They haven't run any carry Shaker this tournament, because we saw it a couple teams run it.
We saw mid one play it at least once in the group stage, and not a carry.
When I say carry, I mean like one or two.
Yeah, well, no, not from Secret. We actually saw Miracle play it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's why I was wondering, is that a possibility as well?
Yeah, but a lot of offlaners play it. Cuckoo from TNC has also been pretty notable on this hero. It's a quality offlaner. He can be quite strong in lane against melee carries.
So when you're in this situation where you have very open picks on both sides, where they can be 4, they can be 2, what are you looking to focus on in your next phase of bans? Are you looking to ban out offlaners that concern you, because that's like the one core role that's kind of left in some ways, or?
A lot of times the second phase bans are very telling of the heroes you're about to pick. So here they banned Ember Spirit and Tiny, which are heroes that can work on 2-3. They're very tempo, they're very versatile, they can be support. Ember can't be support, but Tiny, he can swap roles. Ember, he can swap lanes. I don't know. Earth Spirit is a bit
Kind of
of a,
helps keep pressure away from the Leshrac, right? Those Ember and Tiny bands.
I suppose it's meant to make the Invoker's game a little bit easier. I don't personally think that Earth Spirit is that impactful of a hero. I actually think he's best up against the Shadow Demon. So you see Zayak playing that here, or we saw him playing it.
Yeah.
He crushed me when I was playing Shadow Demon. It's just that instant silence with the pull. It's kind of hard to play against. Lifestealer goes out, and okay.
I like the Lifestealer ban. You pretty much have 3 heroes, 2 supports and 1 core that do absolutely nothing to a hero like that. I think Jug's kind of fallen out of the meta, other than maybe with the Magnus.
Yeah, Jug is a little bit less popular. I was thinking Jug last game for Team Secret instead of that Wraith King. Jug doesn't build these backwards items. He wants to go immediately for that, that Manta, that Maelstrom, that Diffusal Blade. And he's go. Win his lane and push it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got that team fight with the Healing Ward to enable some of the higher tempo that you wanted to see from Team Secret.
Yeah, he can be good. He's also really good against Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit's not in this pool. He's good against Tide too, right? The laning phase for Jug can be very, very good against Tidehunter.
Speaking of Tide, like this pick was surprise to me how popular he became in the meta throughout the group stage and was relatively successful. Sometimes he had some real bad misses where he just didn't do anything. Yeah, but a lot of games it seemed like a powerful hero.
The very tanky offlaners have been really popular. They actually make your game a lot easier when these offlaners can just stand in front with this Medallion, this Vlads, these phase boots, and they can kind of tank all these spells. You kind of see what's going on in the team fight before your squishier guys go in. That's why Shadow Demon has been so good, because he halves these tanky heroes HP with the Soul Catcher, but they've got both on their side. So unless Secret has a good way of stopping this Tidehunter from being a frontliner, they're gonna have to be really careful about the way they poke around him.
For a long time, heroes like Tide, I think were kind of blown under the radar, mostly in my opinion because of heroes like Outworld Devourer that were especially popular 2-3 months ago that kind of just eat you alive if you try to tank, like PBD said. And when certain meta heroes get nerfed or become not so popular anymore, all of a sudden these heroes that were hard countered by them become first roundable or second, like third pickable like this.
And that's the Enigma. It's a second pick Enigma, which is always a bit strange. Usually I like to pick this hero to isolate core matchups. You play them on first pick, and then you see the enemy's cores, you counterpick those cores immediately, and you get this Enigma plus tanky kind of offlaner that's good against their carry to play, almost 1v2. But definitely a way to deal with the Tidehunter. The
not purgeable stun.
What's the East Midnight Pulse?
Midnight Pulse
plus the Black Hole plus a BKB. Tidehunter can just die during that.
Yeah. Do you think there just wasn't a whole lot of other options to deal with the Tidehunter, so they just had to pull the gun on it?
Yeah, Tide's so good. Some people like OD can be pretty good at killing Tide. Yeah. You have some people like Death Prophet, but I'm not sure how good that matchup really is. Doom was an old matchup, but Doom's kind of fallen out of the meta as well.
In carry role, you have heroes like Slark, but you don't want him against Shadow Demon Leshrac.
Now, this does mean we've locked in the Invoker into the mid lane, right?
The Invoker is, I would say, for sure locked into...
So EG should be able to change things up right now if they didn't want Lesh.
YapzOr, and that's the thing. I think EG's so confident with Sumail on the Lesh. I think they're just going to go for it anyways. We actually, at least I almost thought that the Wind Ranger last game was going to be played by Sumail, but I guess that's a hero that Crit's been playing a lot in pubs, and he was definitely pretty proficient on it. He had a huge impact on the last game.
I think when you're high skilled, Leshrac is one of the most straightforward heroes to play in all of Dota. Naturally clears waves, wants to participate with just 1 or 2 items, kills towers. It just requires a setup, and all of a sudden he's got a really powerful stun. And Sumail that's what won him TI5, right?
Sumail and Maybe are probably the 2 best Lesh players of this tournament, and they both just come at you. You got to deal with them.
So Secret had a Tide problem. He thought Enigma with that Black Hole can't cleanse it off. EG, they need an Enigma counter, and is that going to be the Rubik? Is that good enough for him?
Try to get their own Enigma.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Rubik is it's tough. It's not always the best, but Rubik is this is still a good Rubik game. He's got a lot of great spells to steal, and the instant lift will make these heroes have a hard time.
Another hero to be able to set up the Leshrac for success. This Telekinesis.
5 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt. They have a lot of setup for Leshrac. I think the Invoker mid lane is a great response to this Leshrac. He would probably just go Exort, just play on long range, and just have tons of damage. So when this Lesh goes in with, he has a save through Shadow Demon, which is nice, but he will, be susceptible to just getting blown up by this Shaker Invoker combo.
This game's going to come down to a lot who gets the initiation. I think Tides don't generally like to build Blink, but I kind of have a hard time envisioning him walking into fights this game. Sometimes we've seen Tides go something even as short as like Medallion into Blink.
Are they gonna ban the Arteezy Sven? What do you think's coming for?
They definitely need a hero that just consumes the jungle, right? You have Leshrac and Tide. Both heroes want to play lanes. And I think if Evil Geniuses has a hero, I think Spectre would have been nice because that's a hero that could play off map and primarily jungle while still being able to participate in fights.
I think EG kind of needs a guy to go in and stun. That's what I was thinking. Like Sven, Wraithing.
I like the Sven suggestion just because it's another frontliner. I feel like whenever you have your Tide just being your only frontliner, you're not going to get good Ravage.
He can die this game, no doubt. Like, you just black hole this guy. I mean, maybe crit steals it on the Rubik, but if Tide doesn't get Ravage off, it's not good. And we talked about EG kind of being a little bit predictable, but I mean, this is their bread and butter. This is Arteezy's one of his go-to heroes besides the Lifestealer. Sven, I think would say.
What about a Morphling? Have they banned it? I think this looks like a pretty nice Morphling game. I don't know.
I mean, Nisha does play a fantastic Morphling, but that hero has been nerfed quite a lot, and his attribute shift being slow in the early game has definitely reduced his effect.
Yeah, I was just thinking because you have the Shaker, maybe it's a viable last pick.
So what's a better option for Team Secret to beat out this Sven Leshrac duo?
I like Bristleback.
Like Bristleback against the Shadow Demon, huh?
What about all that Warcry armor and stuff? You're still okay with that?
Warcry doesn't give armor anymore. It actually doesn't block it.
You guys kind of put me on the spot. I had to come up with something pretty quick. I mean, you have a better suggestion?
I got you.
I already said Morphling. I can't think of anything better.
Classic Dota player is just, always have something negative to say about something.
That's BSJ. I'm just the host of this channel, you know?
I just try to blend in, man.
I think this pick could be great. No, that pick's bad. It's trash. It's so easy to trash on somebody.
Do you feel like the players have done that to you sometimes when you're trying to captain, you're trying to draft?
Are you trying to flame bait right now?
No, just like anywhere in your history.
I'm a little offended, to be honest.
All right, 20 seconds left for Team Secret. And
I'm still waiting.
Not great options.
Mr. Carry player.
I'm saying that I against the heroes like Shadow Demon, I just want Morphling, like to lane against Tide.
The BSJ Morphling. You love to see it.
I'd love to see a Nisha Morphling. I don't know about a BSJ Morphling. Oh, Void. Okay, another
Void. Our big team fight ult. It could be a nice game. Time dilation is very good against a lot of these heroes.
Another way to be able to lock down the Tidehunter as well without letting him get out the Ravage. Setting up this Invoker. You said you wanted to see an Exort Invoker. What better way to run it than with a Void?
Yeah, I wanted the mobility that went through Shadow Demon's ult, but also I feel that they don't have a hero that naturally sits in front. They have a lot of backline stunners, and Void's a hero that wants to go first, but he doesn't have anybody that I think sets him up for the fight naturally.
All right, well, we have our own guesses at what exactly went on during that drafting phase, but I hear soon we're going to be hearing from the coach of Evil Geniuses. You can see on the screen, Bulba. He's overdue for an interview. Peter, your last thoughts? You siding with Evil Geniuses here? You think that the last pick from Secret just wasn't good enough?
It's close to call. I do think that Void is a little bit lackluster. I would say if S4 can get off some good Ravages, I think they can get this game.
I think they got the counter initiation, but who stands up front for Secret? I think EG's going to have easy targets to pick off, start fights with his Sven.
All right, well, Evil Geniuses versus Team Secret. Bulba's ready to go. Give us a little information on what happened in the draft, and into Game 2 we go.
Thank you so much, Casey. And yes, Bulba says cast your spells better, team fight better, play Dota better.
It's so simple.
That
really.
goes for you guys out there as well. But Trent, game number 2 on the line in this amazing series.
Yeah, they go for the Void at
crazy.
the end. I mean, degrees of separation between Puppey and Cinderin. All right, we got Puppey to Yapzor, Yapzor to Cinderin, and Cinderin, of course, the famous double bubble strats.
Oh,
right. It's only a 2 degrees number. Personally, I'd want to be several more numbers away from Cinderin's strategies, but Secret are going to opt for it. They've got the black hole, they've got the chronosphere, and that carried him through an entire season of Dota. Can it get Secret a win here?
We'll have to see, wait and see. And, well, speaking of seeing, Secret spotted EG running through their jungle, trying to find a pickoff, was not able to get it. And that does mean that Nisha will be playing very safe and sound back behind that tower, not wanting to reveal himself in the least bit. So early movements out, we're seeing a couple of interesting switch-ups. Mid one playing on the Invoker, actually taking Quas first. So usually we see Exorts picking up early on.
Arteezy and yeah, sorry, I'm just saying hello down here.
Oh, hi guys.
Any high fives? Oh, we're gonna dig. All right. Oh, what do you get? Old pair of shoes. Condolences, Yapzor. Give him a high five and yeah, just say yeah. Then you know those bounty runes are, right? Shove off.
You're not coming here.
Go kick rocks, I believe.
That's the expression, definitely. So EG picking up 2 of those bounty runs, Crit able to get the better end of Nisha there, and already lean on the damage along with the gush, forcing out that time walk back. You can see the drums are pounding and heroes moving out to their respective lanes. Zai already starting off with that Ring of Service, as Yapzor is going to do one of the classics that we've seen often, blocking off the opponent creep wave, so that way his creep wave will meet underneath that tower.
Yeah, he's got the old mystery build. He actually is just straight up TP home as well. And it doesn't cost Fly all that much in terms of resources, right? Just some Shadow Poisons. And that does give Yapzor his boots though, so he'll run back a little bit faster.
Alrighty.
So you finish that last game as Sumail. You get through the first bands and Leshrac still there. I'm taking it. I mean, I definitely agree with what EG's done, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. He looked fabulous on it, and already off against mid one on the Invoker, is taking that Quas early and using this Cold Snap just to try and harass and mess up Sumail's last hitting potential. One so far in comparison to the 3.
Gig kay 8 gig man daw, 4 gig.